Hello everyone. So welcome to today's screencast on Android AOSP. So today we will be reverse engineering device tree blob, which is DTB, back to the device tree source DTS, which is in human readable format. About me, I'm an independent embedded Linux Android AOSP ROM developer. I'm also a Linux kernel contributor, and below are my email addresses and website, and feel free to contact me if you face any problem. I can help you develop amazing electronic products. So let's move ahead. Now, what is device tree? Device tree is a data structure. It is a tree-like structure, mostly used in embedded Linux platform to describe the hardware. So basically, the main part of the operating system that we know is the Linux kernel, okay? But if we had to inform about the hardware to the Linux kernel, we had to hard code the information inside the Linux kernel, right? But with device tree, we don't have to do that. We can keep the hardware related information separately from the kernel. So this is the advantage that device tree provides us. Now, what is its structure of the device tree source? As I said, it is a tree-like hierarchical data structure. We will see in this screencast. At the end of the screencast, we will see its structure of a real device tree source, okay? So basically it has nodes at different levels, and suppose there is a piece of hardware chip. So we have its node, and then suppose that chip has further inside it 4 chips, then in the device tree source again, inside that node, there will be 4 further nodes, like this. So difference between DTB and DTS. So DTB is in the compiled form. When we compile the DTS device tree source into, we get DTB. And of course, DTS is what is human readable. We edit device tree in the DTS format, and after we complete and after we are done, we compile it and then we get DTB. And the DTB is what we use in embedded Linux platform. DTB is what we provide to kernel for booting up our devices. Now here, basically this screencast is in continuation to the previous screencast where we extracted the boot.img and we obtained DTB, kernel, RAM disk, and of course header related information also. So in the last screencast, I told you about header related information and also how to obtain other metadata regarding kernel load address, kernel size, RAM disk size related information, etc. Today we are especially looking into this DTB. So now, as I told you, this DTB is in compiled form. Let's decompile it, let's reverse engineer it into DTS device tree source so that we can view all the hardware related information. So let's move ahead. Now this is the command to decompile DTB into DTS. So at the end we have the DTB that is present in the current directory, and the output is this output.dts in the human readable format, okay? And this is done by DTC, which is device tree compiler. And if you don't have it, you can install easily on your Linux machine. So I already have it. I will execute this command now. I'll press enter. Okay. So as we can see, we are getting some error. It says blob has incorrect magic number. So if you face any error while decompiling, any error related to format, etc., then maybe you need to first change the format of this DTB. So let's do it. So now let's run this command. Basically, we are skipping some bytes in this DTB to get the converted DTB in correct format. Okay, I will press enter. Okay, and now we have this extracted DTB. And now we will again run this command, not on this original DTB, but on this extracted DTB that we just obtained. let me copy this command. So as we can see, it ran successfully, and if we will check, we are getting this DTS. Now let me open this and show you. So this is what is there inside output.dts. So this device tree is now in human readable format, and we can edit it as per our needs. So as I was telling you regarding the structure of device tree source, it has different nodes. So for example, this node, reverse memory, and then inside it further it has different nodes. So all this structure describes our hardware that is present on our device, and all this information is needed by our kernel. So I hope you like this screencast, and thank you for watching. And if you face any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Thank you.